Hello, my name is Barbara Belmont. I am a holistic stress reduction practitioner, and I use a variety of energy healing techniques, including the EFT, emotion freedom techniques, as well as the emotion code, body code, and the belief code. Now, the emotion code, body code, and belief code were created and designed by Dr. Bradley Nelson from discoverhealing.com, where I was trained, and I am now certified in all of these three modalities. And I was going to do a demonstration of the technique today using the belief code and using the body code and the emotion code if it comes up, if there's any trapped emotions, and I'll be using muscle testing as well as any of those techniques. Go to discoverhealing.com that can provide you information and any training that you desire. I'm also listed as a practitioner on their site as well. So anyway, what I wanted to focus on today, I've been doing a lot of things in regards to eating and emotional eating and things of that, but I really want to basically target or talk about finances, your abundance. Now, this we can use this tool for anything that's bothering you, but the especially in regards to finances, it really can do some really shifts in how people perceive their finances to be. And when I've worked with people, they've gotten checks in the mail, they've gotten new opportunities, they've gotten raises. Of course, we cannot promise anything when I'm working with anybody, so we never know what can happen. And you understand when you're watching this video that these modalities are not a substitute for medical, psychological, or therapeutic advice from a licensed healthcare professional. All right, so let's get going. So welcome. And so I'm going to share the screen and look at. All right, so here is the belief code, the body code, the emotion code. All right, so we're going to start here. And what I wanted to talk about as far as my finances, I did notice over the holiday that there was a little impulse buying. So I wanted to find out what are the imbalances that are connected to me impulse buying, as well as find out if I have a faulty belief system that I can release. And then, of course, over the next couple of weeks, I'll be looking at, am I impulse buying? I'm buying more things for my grandson that I really need to do because that's where my trigger is in buying things for him. But anyway, so let's just get right into this. So do I have, okay, and of course, I'm tuning in. Of course, I'm always connected to what I call my healing team. And I just ask for guidance and help today. Thank you. All right. So do I have a basic belief system that's contributing to my impulse buying? And I get a yes. And I'm using muscle testing. I'm using ring on ring. There's many varieties and ways of doing this. And that also is during the training that we learn in the emotion code, starting with the emotion code and body code and the belief code, because I can work with anybody all over the world by using this, just by using getting permission. And how this works, I'm not doing a demonstration. I'm not doing that kind of talk at this point. We just know it works. And again, go to discoverhealing.com. And then to look at my website, go to www.barbaraebelmont.com and to see what I offer. But all right, so I know I have a basic belief system. So let me get into what is a basic belief system. So this is the most common one, and it includes negative programs, limiting beliefs, a faulty core belief, and if I have one, a faulty core identity. Okay, so now I'm looking now for the negative statements. I'm looking for a negative program that's in this basic belief system. So, and there looks like there are 4 sections. It's sending me to section 3. So I have a negative program of if I say anything, they will mock me. gonna write that down. It's very interesting. And I certainly can see, I also find out when we are releasing things on certain issues that I can see how they're related to other issues. And many times when I work with somebody, it'll be like, I'll find out like there's three things that are, that they're having problems with, things like sleeping disorders, or I mean disorders, but no disorder, but they haven't been sleeping well, or they're just feeling their relationships they need help with. They'd like to improve their relationships or finances, or they'd like to release some weight. These things, many times are all connected. So being an energy healing, I can certainly can see where that has come in, where it's the truth. These people have mocked me because I realize they're in fear and don't understand, and that's okay. I can just accept that. All right. So any other negative program? No. Limiting belief. So now I'm looking for the limiting belief. It's in this app. So, all right, left side, right. So it's in survival. Okay, it's going into the victim category. Right. And as I have stated before in other videos, the beliefs we're talking about is the subjective view held by your subconscious mind that something is true or false, right or wrong, and is the filter through which life is viewed and experienced. Beliefs represent a broad and absolute truth created by self-conclusion, or somebody suggested it, or suggested it, or it was inherited. These only subconscious beliefs that are incongruent with your conscious beliefs can be changed energetically. And we must have a desire to change an incongruent belief, which I do. And I'm just putting it out there. Your conscious beliefs can only be changed through conscious effort. So these relationships in this area, survival belief relationships, you can see it's affecting my root chakra, and you look, and each one of these, every time we go to a section, will have the relationships. And that's very helpful for many of us to know that. So here we are, the negative statements. I'm looking for a limiting belief. So it's in one of these sections. Is it an odd one? No, it's an even one. It's in section 6. It's an odd one. Okay, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. This is others won't support me. Okay. Okay. Any other limiting belief? No. So do I have I have faulty core belief? Okay, so we're going to go back here. Is it on the left side? Yes. Love. Responsibility. Okay. So in this section here, it's affecting my love belief relationships, my heart chakra, and I could see all the gland connections, muscle connections, system connections, as well as esteem here. All right, it's in section 4. So my muscle testing of myself, I'm getting a strong when it's going to the right one. When it goes through like this, it's like it's a no. We can only ask yes or no questions of like, is it this, is it that kind of thing. So is it an odd row? No, it's an even row. So it's either 2, 4, 6. So it's number 8. I didn't even look at it. And so I have a faulty core belief of it's their fault. All right. All right. Is there a faulty core identity? And I do. So in my training, through Dr. Nelson and Discover Healing. The faulty core identities are created from birth to 7 years of age. So hand side, divine, it's in love again. Okay. So right here, we are back into this area again, the love, belief, relationships, affecting these. Yep. Negative section, negative statements. There's 4. It's in section 3. 2, 4, 6, 8. It's interesting. I'm not allowed to be happy. And I totally can get these, all of these. So how this, all right, so we've got all the beliefs, and now then I'm going to change to and see if I have trapped emotions, and we'll release those first, and then I'll do the imbalances through the belief, the body code. But when I read these back to you, and I'm just doing this out loud to help myself, if I say anything, they will mock me, because why is that? Others won't support me. Why is that? It's their fault. Wow. I'm just looking at these as the connections here. Why is that? I'm not allowed to be happy. Oh boy. All right. So that's what my subconscious is telling me, that these need to be released. That's connected to this whole issue. And all right. So trapped emotions. Yes. It's in sending me to B6. Okay. Shock. Right. So is that mine? Yes. So trapped emotion of shock. All right. So now I'm going to start releasing these beliefs. I mean, the imbalances, and then I'll release the beliefs once those are done. All right. So I take a magnet, and you can use a refrigerator magnet, and I'm making an intention to release this trapped emotion of shock, and it's at least 3 swipes. All right. Our intention is releasing this shock. Did at least 3, did a little bit more than that, and that's okay. And so this is your governing meridian. And during the training, Dr. Nelson will explains all that, why this is used for releasing these imbalances. Okay. Any other imbalance? Any other trapped emotion? No. Any other imbalance? Yes. All right. So I'm going to the body code now. Is that on the left side? Is that energy? Most of the time it's in this section here. And it's usually in this post-traumatic section here. Is it physical trauma? Because that's usually trapped emotions are first, then physical traumas. All right. So is it physical trauma? Yes. And it explains what these are. This became stuck in my body during intense trauma that is physically shocking and stressful. Normally, we process and release these automatically, but it became stuck when it was extreme, or if my body was already imbalanced in some way. And these are the type of energies that we're talking about: fall, hit, car accident, illnesses, even usually extreme, or even surgery. Okay. So I need to know any more about them? I don't. Sometimes I can find out when it occurred, but my subconscious is saying I don't need to do that. All right. Now, is there anything associated? Is there an associated imbalance? There isn't. So now I'm down here. My intention is to release this physical trauma energy. And I'm yawning, which is many times is a good sign because it's a sign of release. And my body's just feeling more relaxed. Not that I was tense or anything, but I just feel like my shoulders are coming down a little bit. Didn't realize they were up. And of course, being videotaped, it's a little, anxious, provoking, but not a lot for me right now because I've been working on this, using this tool in regards to speaking and being videotaped. All right. Any other imbalance? Yes. This is on the right. So this is a misalignment. You can have a misalignment of all kinds of things. This is a common misalignment. Oops. So my kidney. I wish it wouldn't do that, but it does. But there we go. So we got the kidney. And there's two of them, one on left and right. So let's see if it's both or and I love this app because it shows you exactly what the kidneys do. All right. Common symptoms of an imbalance in the kidneys can be these. And my lower back has been little discomfort here and there. I'm not saying that's what it's caused by, but they're saying that that's the relationships. That's the common symptoms of an imbalance. You look at all these different things. The kidneys generate following emotions. And I've had all of these through the years, felt many of these things, as many of us have probably, muscle connections. Don't quite understand that. I can always look that up to see what those are, but all right, is it necessary to determine which side the imbalance is on? Yes. So is it the left? It's the right kidney. Okay. Is there anything associated that needs to be decoded? Yes. Okay. So there any trapped emotions? Yes. Yes. So let's release those before I can realign to correct this misalignment. I have to release the imbalances that are contributing to it, the associated imbalances. Okay. Sending to me to B4. It's one of those. Panic. Okay. Trapped emotions of panic. Anything else we need to know about that? No. Anything associated? No. All right. Our intention is releasing this trapped emotion of panic. Right. Any other imbalance? Any other trapped emotions? Any other imbalances that are connected to this kidney? No. So go back. I just want to show this to you. Oh, back to the kidney right there. Okay. Right. I just want to show you that it just shows me exactly what to do, which is very nice. All right. Our intention is to correct this misalignment of the right kidney. I release those and I can ask each time, did I release that? And just to get my answer. And it's been helpful when especially in training to do that. One time I was releasing some trapped emotions for somebody else, and it was an inherited trapped emotion. And in inherited trapped emotions, you use 10 swipes instead of the 3. And I had done 3. And then I asked, did I release it? And it said no. I got a no answer. Okay. So then I'm like, oh, okay. Then I just finished and did 10 swipes and then it was released. So it's just all I had to practice just like anybody else. It's really loved it. The trainings are really wonderful and very well thought out and you get a lot of support. So if anybody's feeling would like to do this, let me know. You can contact them, discoverhealing.com. It has all the different certifications right out there. Okay. Any other imbalances? And I get a no. So now, right. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to release this basic faulty belief system. All right. If I say anything, they will mock me. Releasing others won't support me. Releasing it's their fault. Releasing I'm not allowed to be happy. Right. Did I release these? Yes. So now I need to know, now that we've released the imbalances, we've released the beliefs. Now we're going down to this down here and to find out, everybody has what's called a subconscious gap, because it's like we just release some things, release those beliefs. So imagine a bookcase at the library and there's holes. Now we have to either replace them or we do what's called just mending the gap, releasing this gap, releasing the to remove the subconscious gap. So do I need to use justice? No. And I'm not even saying the stuff out loud because I'm blah, 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 but it's saying I need some replacements. All right. So this app, which is beautiful. So I'm wondering, okay, is it for all of them? And yes. Oh boy. All right. So what I'm going to be looking for is a positive program, a strengthening belief, an empowering core belief, and an empowering core identity. Okay. Strengthening belief, empowering core belief, empowering. I'm writing these down so that I can quickly find them. So, right. So now go back up the screen. I'm finding some positive statements. So replacing the negative program, and now we're looking for a positive program. Sending me to worth. So this is going to be replacing a positive, the negative program. If I say anything, they will mock me. So going into down here where it's the positive statements. Okay. Six sections. Is it an odd one? No. Two. It's in section 4. Two, 6, 8. A positive program of I am of great worth. Love that. So we won't add these until I find them all. Now, I could just use, just make them up from, what was released and just put my own words in, but I'm just curious of where it's sending me. My subconscious knows what is wrong, and it also knows what you need. So strengthening belief. Also in survival. This is to taking, others won't support me. Okay, this is in victim category. Positive statements. 7 sections. This is in section 4. Six. I like this one. I welcome friends into my life. Like that. Okay, now I'm looking for an empowering core belief. Sorry. All right. Is it on the left? Survival again. Back into victim. Now this is replacing it's their fault. Going to positive statements. This is in section 2. Two, 4, 6, 8. Life happens for me. It's an empowering core belief. Certainly giving the, it's life is on my side. Okay. Empowering core identity. This is going to take the place. I am not allowed to be happy. Right. This is in survival. Left side, all right. Control. This is in worth. I could put in, I am allowed to be happy, but I'm just curious what it's going to, where it's going to send me to. Section 6. Even. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Now, isn't this funny? 1, 2. I'm getting a no on everything. So is it section 6? It is. So, all right, let me just imagine drinking some water, which I usually have water right here. But a lot of times when I'm getting a confusing. Okay, I'm drinking that water. Okay. All right. All right. Am I still in 6? Okay. So is it 2, 4, 6? This is, everyone makes mistakes, including me, and it's okay. Okay. All right, now we have the 4 positive replacement beliefs. All right, so I'm adding the following. I am of great worth. I welcome friends into my life. Life happens for me. And everyone makes mistakes, including me, and it's okay. All right, so we add those. Yep. Is there anything else we need to know? No. So do I have a subconscious gap? No, it's gone because we did the replacements. Right? Stop share. Okay. So from here, what I do is I find out how long is my processing and integration. Anywhere up to 5 days. And during that time, I want to make sure I rest. I drink lots of water. And if I feel like I'm really, really overtired, I might take a shower with Epsom salts or a bath with Epsom salts. All right. So 1, 2, 3. So it's 4 days. Okay, 4 days of processing and integration. So I want to see, after 4 days, where this is integrating for me and where I see if there's a shift, and it can be very, very subtle. It can be that where I normally would be going online and buying something. What we're targeting is that this impulse buying. I want to be able to, like, if I want to buy something, I want to give it 2 or 3 days before I buy it. Like, okay, this is what I'd like. Maybe do some looking around for better prices or whatever. Sometimes I just don't want to do that. I'm just like, I need it now or something like that. But I want to see where, if it's in 2 or 3 days, and then I go back and I will check again. Do I really want this? then there's my answer. So, and then I won't buy it. So that's what I'm looking for, but we cannot force this, and I can't promise myself anything. I'm just going to be curious and wonder like, okay, where's this subtle? Where's this going to shift? Okay. So again, thank you so much for joining in, and please like this video and become a subscriber. I really would appreciate that. But if you'd like to talk to me, you can go to www.barbaraebelmont.com. I give free consultations on whatever your issue is before we decide to work together. But again, if there's a question you want to ask in regards to this, all training comes from discoverhealing.com. So I am not here as a trainer. I am just doing a demonstration for myself to show you what's possible. So have a wonderful day. Be well. Thank you.